everyone. Welcome to the 24th episode of the official Sucrose Stans podcast. Today we have some regular members. First we have Flip. Hello, Flip.
It's me. It is I.
What do you do?
I rage bait on Twitter about Arlecchino versus Chlorine. That's what I've been known for this past week.
Okay, great. That's reasonable. Kinkle, Kinkle, you are here today. Oh, first of all, oh wait, Flip, I'm happy for you to be here. Kinkle, hello.
Hi. My name is Kinkle. I'm a Genshin content creator. I do a lot of streams, kind reviews, abyss clears, that kind of stuff. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Thank you also for being. Raulfigas will talk later. He's muted right now. But yeah, Raulfigas is also here. He does troll abyss runs and streams endgame content. Okay, so on today's topic, we are talking about archetypes in the game. Oh, hello, chat. So what are archetypes? By archetypes,
Chat is looking beautiful today.
True. Oh wow! Did you just? There are only 3 people, and one of them is me. Oh wait, I need to. I need to pop out the thing. Ah. Okay, what do we mean by archetypes? Flip explains it.
Why me?
Damn.
An archetype. just jumped me. Wasn't even like, would you like to explain? No, Flip has to explain. It's okay. So what we mean by archetype is typically a team. So I would like to see a team that has like a certain goal essentially. So when usually an archetype is going to be based on a certain reaction because that's the goal of the team. Like a melt archetype is going to be teams that focus on melting, whether that's forward or reverse melting. An EC team is going to be a team that utilizes the properties of electric charge as like one of its main focuses. And then there's like even more niche teams like Quick Bloom, which is the combination of Quicken and Bloom, as essentially an archetype as well. So basically an archetype is just what goal the team is trying to achieve and what fits in with that goal the team is trying to achieve.
That's a very true explanation, but it's more focused on like elemental reactions, but there's also the other kind of perspective, which would be like hyper carry. Yeah, hyper carry versus sub DPS, or like, yeah, basically like shared damage contribution or hyper carry. So, and like how they very different. They scale very differently with investment, and we can talk about that further. But now we should just start by, honestly, just say your favorite archetype. What's your favorite archetype, Kinkle?
Favorite archetype?
Elemental archetype, like.
Probably melt at the moment. That's probably because I'm a bit slowly pilled, but like, either be melt or either be melt or freeze, specifically with the Scoffy.
Oh my god!
Listen, honestly,
there's freeze and then there's a Scoffy freeze.
To be honestly, it's really Ayaka Scoffy specifically. That's like my favorite team right now. I really enjoy it. But probably melt. Melt just it feels very satisfying to do. With a lot of power cards. I also just like power cards in general. If not one of those, then I guess my third would be like Overload. Overload's very fun with Cheverus. Yeah, which you can do with both obviously Pyro and Electro characters.
Yeah, that's a very based opinion. Flip next.
My favorite archetype. Oh my god.
What?
It's probably Quick Burn, honestly.
Quick Burn is honestly really fun though.
It's so fun.
Like it's with Chlorine, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. So Quick Burn is probably my number one. And then I guess
But really isn't any other.
I don't know how would you encapsulate double Hydra teams? I just like double Hydra in general.
Yeah, just double Hydra then. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's
kind of an archetype.
It's usually
it's not. In a way, it's a team archetype. It's not like a reaction or
It's a
anything, but it's a team
wheelchair.
archetype.
Like
Yeah,
So
but
many
like,
check, boy.
it's like a part of an archetype. It's not really the entire archetype. Like
Yeah.
what archetype would it be a part of though? Wheelchair in
I
general,
mean,
or
you
like
can add it to vape stuff.
yeah,
you
you
can do
can
kind of
do
anything with
vape, you
it.
can do freeze in like Escoffier team. You can do
Yeah.
even Nilo team can work well with double hydro.
All right.
I mean, each team's almost always gonna end up being double hydro, so I don't know if there's any solo
I
hydro.
don't know. I
Nilo
just
teams.
really like using Yolana and Furina, just
Yeah,
on
like-
anything.
I really
Yeah.
like. I really like using on field Yelan, but I'm alone on this
It's so
apparently.
fun.
Yeah, Onifigilon
you
is actually great
too.
now.
I
Actually,
heard
I started using it with after Escoffier came out. I actually really enjoy it now.
it buffed, like it got buffed so hard by Escoffier, and I'm so happy about
Yeah.
that.
Sherlin, if you wanted to play Sherlin and stuff.
Yeah, I also see
Yeah.
Lily too. I also want to say if we're talking about like double type anything, double Geo with Jilon and Chiori is very fun to me. Maybe I just really like Chiori, but I really enjoy double Geo.
One
Do you have C1 Chiori?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't have
Oh,
C1 Chiori. I have
wow.
C2 Jalonen.
Well,
I have
how
C2
do you
Jalonen.
enjoy playing
C2
it?
Jalonen
Are you
carries. Okay?
lying?
No, I'm not. C2 Jalonen kind of carries. My Chiori is literally doing 100k off field. Okay, it's kind of crazy, but C2 Jalonen kind of carrying. Maybe Farina a bit too, but
Wait. Open the Chronicled Wish right now and get that C1. The fuck?
I traded a C1 Chiori to get the Oimia.
Oh my god.
I had
Oh,
this is my
you did
fourth
it to
attempt trying to
yourself.
get her. This is my fourth attempt trying to get Yomi on my main account since she came
You
out. Okay,
actually
I
did
lost
it
it
to
to every.
yourself.
But also then I could have went it after getting C1 Yomi because I had premiums left over. But then I went for C1 Kanish because I'm really enjoying Kanish now. So I don't know.
What are these based
Hmm.
characters you are going for?
Well, Saga,
Doesn't
what about you? What's your favorite archetype?
Yeah.
Thanks for
Since we're just putting
asking.
people on the spotlight.
It's burning. I mean, it's
So
very
Emily.
Oh,
yeah. Emily is my favorite character in the game, so it's burning.
I see.
You
When-
do like power DPS burning teams at all?
Klee is probably Klee or Lenny is probably the best one to be in that archetype. Although you can play Alekino, I guess, yeah. But Alekino, I don't know.
I honestly like it better than using just pure mono teams like Sholin in the last split. It
Yeah.
feels better.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely does. Like Bennett Kazwa. I praise that team, but it's so mid. Alekino, Bennett, Shilon, and Kazwa. That
It
team
is actually really
bad.
mid. It's so it's honestly just not great. With so many ways to play a mono team that technically isn't necessarily mono, but like Chevrus or Emily, you end up just getting I don't know, just they're just better teams with characters like that rather than going full
It's-
like hypercarry mono.
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very funny because using that team is like one of the only ways for Pyro DPS to clear bottom half.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Oh, well, I guess.
I mean Mofika.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
what-
guess also if
Mofika.
you're a fast on-field attacker with C6 special.
something
Yeah, too. Yeah.
something that currently pisses me off is Dendro Resonance actually, because like for
It's
every
bad.
for
Yeah.
every other like double element resonance, like Geo Resonance is good for Geo characters, and Hydro obviously for Hydro characters. But then Kinnick and Emily are like the best Dendros right now, and like the best Dendro archetype, and then Dendro Resonance does nothing.
I wonder
100
Yeah.
is
how
stupid.
I wonder how Zhao mains feel with the fucking Anima resonance.
Oh,
Ah,
true.
yes.
Anima resonance needs to be fixed. It's,
Do
it's
you know
so
what's
dated.
funny actually? Wait, Anima resonance is kind of good because it shortens your rotation time by like 1 second.
Kind of.
So like
1
for
second.
sheet chesting,
Nice keep testing. I
if you're
don't
sheet chesting, it's actually very helpful.
I don't know, like sometimes characters have like fixed windows, so you might not like I know rotation times are always like lower cooldowns, yeah, but like sometimes it can actually end up
I mean, like
always being the same time, even if you try to shorten the rotation.
You just usually in practice, you don't even if you overshoot limitation by a small bit, usually you don't notice it in practice because you
Yeah.
don't play perfectly all the time.
Also, if you
Like
So-
Wanderer gets 1 second shorter.
if you do if you do
Mhm.
like one rotation in one chamber or something, then it obviously does nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of run,
Like talking about elemental resonance could be a topic in itself, honestly.
yeah, true.
We could do that in a future week.
Yeah, but this I wanted to talk about it, but then I realized like there's not much to talk about. I feel like they should buff the because they
Yeah,
are
we can
like,
talk about what needs to be buffed.
Yeah, like or speculate on what they could be, you know?
I guess. I feel like they should add like triple resonance. Like they should add a it's like rewarding you for playing triple element. Is that a
Yeah,
hot
not
take?
in not Crycopium.
Surely we all need extra damage resistance. Surely that's what
Or like make the
That's what-
four.
I was gonna say it would be so hilarious if they actually like make Anima like a triple Anima resonance, and it's another buff Anima characters get that Wanderer just can't take advantage of at all.
Oh no.
It would be so funny.
Just the Chaska buff or something.
Mm.
Like if you deal elemental damage that's not the same type as yours, then get 60% crit damage. Best resonance.
That'd be
And
crazy, actually.
Chaska wouldn't run a second animo. So. Wait, what am I?
There was something you're about to ask. Dang.
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for being
It-
stupid. It's my fault.
Okay, don't worry. It was. It's fine. Then I guess we should go over to the like best archetype. So we've already talked about burning, overload, and freeze, and melt. So how would you rank the like recently introduced Natlan archetypes? That means. Oh wait, yeah, that's
Burning
what
and
I
melt?
want. That's what I wanted to say. They should change the 4 resonance, the like 4 different elements resonance. I feel like you should get like a tiny reward.
Yeah, it should. Like I said, it should be more than just.
Chaska buff. Doesn't it just give you like 10%?
It gives 25% resistance or something like that.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
resistance.
It's like nothing. Like I don't know, man. It's just really nothing.
Imagine it was
If you're
like
playing,
enemy resistance, but instead peak.
yeah,
That could actually be kind of nice.
it's actually so. Why is it so ass?
I don't know.
Because I think Hoyo misunderstood how the game would be played. Remember how like each resonance has like you take hydro, you're affected by hydro for like 25% less time, even though that really means pretty much nothing in most cases.
Never happened. Never happened. That never gets like put into effect. It was like useful for like the first few spiral abysses where there was like frozen enemies everywhere and you needed double
Yeah.
pyro, but
Yeah.
like it just never gets used.
yeah.
Two-piece effect
So-
of Thunder Super and Lava Walker.
Oh my god!
Ah yes.
Wait,
sets.
do you want to know what we really need?
What?
So like those old like level 20 artifact sets that they're just a one piece effect.
Oh,
need
those. We need
but
more. We
5
could actually use-
stars. We
We
need
could
those.
actually use more of those. Like imagine getting like an extra 10% crit damage or 20% crit damage
Yeah, we need
by having
those.
like a piece on. That'd actually be really nice.
Genshin, what are you doing?
Oh, that was not cooking at all.
Okay,
Just
okay.
add a one piece of set effect. That'd be so cool.
Let's focus on. Wait, I should
Sure.
pull up Project Amber because, like, interestingly enough, the Natlan characters, I think none of them have like overlap in terms of archetypes. They all like.
I mean,
I
they're all-
mean, technically, Pirate Traveler is a Natlan character and can be played in the same kind of teams as Malika.
Yeah, but that's not what I meant. I meant like the carries.
yeah.
Okay. Let's look at the Natlan. Okay, first we have Mualani. Where would you rank Vape teams? Like forward Vape? I mean, it's carried by Mualani.
Money is like kind of
Mulan's-
the only
Oh.
forward phase. Like that's worth. Like you could do it with like Nivlet or Ayato or some other character, but it's never worth overdoing the other team. Did Raulfigas just leave?
Yes.
R.I.P.
Dang, that's unfortunate. Oh, they're back. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Okay, now the mic works. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Took me a while, but the shopping is done.
Oh, okay.
So what happened?
Bro, actually went shopping. That's kind of crazy.
You got back when it gets interesting. We are talking about the best Natlan archetypes, like ranked.
Yeah, but
Oh, best Natlan archetypes.
Ford
Well,
Vape
it's
is
Mavwika Melt,
yeah.
Moalani Vape, Mavwika Vape, perhaps Chaska with
Ma-
Mavwika Sitlali Bennett, and then
Mavwika.
Mavwika Uber.
What is Mavwika Vape doing there? I think
I mean, it works.
I think
I was gonna say,
Veresa is
I
better than
I
Mavwika
will
Vape.
be honest.
Yeah,
Mavwika Vape isn't that interesting. I will honestly put Overload in there, but it's missing a good off-field Electro.
I'll punch you in the face.
Jansan?
dude, Flip is angry. He said no fishing.
No, Janssen is the support.
Janssen doesn't
I
apply
mean,
off-field
Roll means like a good off-field pyro. Sorry, good off-field electro for the on-field pyro DPS.
Oh.
An
was-
off-field Electro for Mavwika. Like the chef
'cause-
team, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but the archetypes are just kind of the carries of the Natlan.
That's what
carries.
I was about to say that. I was gonna say it's very hard to like actually rank how good the archetypes are just because it mostly
carry
depends on
themselves.
who's the most recent carry released and
I
what
was just
archetype they
asking you
utilize.
to rank Natlan carries. This is the truth.
Veresa #1.
God no.
Right.
I mean she's close, but no.
Veresa #1. Sorry, I mean Malvika Melt's #1.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, saying Veresa #1 is crazy.
Mavwika 1, Moalani 2, Varesa
No,
3. I
Veresa
don't fucking
2.
know who's fourth.
I kind of agree with Milani
Nick.
too.
Okay, wow.
Because like
No,
in
no.
fourth, it's a battle of mid.
What
Can
like
you-
when
can we
Hershey
just-
with sorry.
So I was gonna say, can you just actually bad because I'm a professional Genshin theorycrafter and I couldn't do 5e on Kinich, therefore I don't
You
think it's
suck.
I'm not the only one.
Wait.
dude, Flip. My stream has been yelling like Kinkle, why don't you do 5e Kanish combo? I'm like, I can't. I can't get to work.
What?
Okay,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just terrible at using them, dude. But I just legit cannot get it to work.
Dude,
5
What?
cannons heavily depend on your ping as
Okay,
well.
we
5
will
cannons
we
depend
will
on ping
do
and
a
can't
poll
ping.
right now. Can you do 5 shots on?
Oh, it's definitely possible. Like 6 shots is possible. I mean, I just say I can't do it. That's all.
I
Like,
did
I
it.
tried.
Dude, I did it twice on stream and I popped off so hard.
I can do it every
Guys,
time, unless there's something in between me and the.
Yeah, like
enemy.
I have a friend of mine who every time he does a Kanish run, he uploads a Kanish run, he gets 5e Kanish all the time. But I told him 6 is possible. He's like, 6? You sure? Like, yeah, I've seen someone do it. It's definitely possible. It's like
You need burst, good ping, and maybe
Yeah.
like 2-3
You don't need
enemies
the burst.
burning at the same time.
for 6.
And Emily as well. You need Emily for that burning out time.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna
I might need to
say
start calculating with 4e Kinich, Jesus Christ. Anyways,
No,
sorry.
you
I
don't.
was gonna say I was
You
something
don't
earlier I
even.
was
You
gonna
can't
say.
even play Moalani, so you should be.
It was a joke, Saga!
Was it?
Wait,
Sorry,
Moalani is easy, what?
No,
Moalani is easy. It's literally you press C, you enter the stance, you collide with enemies for 10 seconds, you win.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's it. That's your gameplay. You have infinite interruption resistance or close to it. You're very rare to be staggered.
I think the only currently to me the only gameplay issue I face with Moalani is moving enemies, but with like tactical gameplay that can be like
Yeah.
you
I
can
will say
you
it's
can
more
build
like
around it.
I will say that enemy spawn is the biggest deal. Like if there's like multi-wave where enemy spawns in the polar sides of the abyss, that can be
Yeah,
an issue.
obviously,
Yeah,
but they
that's
haven't
interesting,
done
'cause you
that
can't-
recently.
Because if you sprint, you're screwed. If you sprint, you lose your uptime. I was gonna say this. The reason why I don't rank Veresa above Milani is because her vertical investment is just nowhere near as good, and
That's
I value
fair.
vertical investment. Like on my account, which I have like almost every character vertically invested, at least to like C1 or C2, Varessa just feels weak almost.
Oh no.
Like compared to like Arlecchino, compared to Mulaney, compared to like I mean Arlecchino is still ugly, but still like it's just Varessa just doesn't feel as strong. And I was saying like people rank her as like number 2 in the game. Are you sure about that?
But
Or number 2, because my comparison board is usually C0 R1.
Yeah.
5 stars.
I mean, I do value obviously C0 only, so but I usually have to look to other people for that because I usually don't. I mean, my versus not even C01, she's C02 because I was dumb and tried for Fruitful Hook. But
C1
C2
was really
Versa does feel very good.
yeah, C1 was very bad, but C2 was like 40% or something, or was it less?
40%,
Yeah.
is it? Is it 40%?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can do his special charge attack after every single
Punch
plunge.
attack.
so it's
Special
that's
plunge
it.
attack, special plunge.
Said versus special charge. Yes.
Charge attack from Veressa.
Yeah. Back to vape though. Like forward vape is basically just Mulani. Reverse vape got power crept by Sitlali in most cases.
Basically.
Yeah.
So except for like I guess Hutao and maybe Linny, I guess, because Lin doesn't work that well. I don't think anyway.
Natlan basically made the forward reactions playable in actual kit, not just the you can forward vape child's ult wowzers. And
Shout out
that's
to Ford Vape character. Don't fight me.
Okay, where would you rank
No.
Freeze actually?
If you have a scuff here.
I mean,
For
Melz
Freeze,
is
it
locked behind
depends.
Sitlali,
That's
in my
fair.
opinion.
Pre or post Skirk.
Okay, Flip, I have to ask you about this. Flip, I have to ask you about this.
Hello.
Dello Batchests Diona for Mavrika, or like Rosaria for Mavrika. I just miss the initial melt all the time. It feels so inconsistent. Because like I use my skill to I use my skill to set up.
Oh, you just go for application on Mavrika? That's probably why you're missing it then.
Yeah, but I need the Night Soul.
It needs a very specific timing. I've played it. As soon as you learn
But
the
where's the
timing,
Night
you
Soul?
can melt everything.
Where's the Night Soul
It's very
generation?
specific.
No,
I mean, you have
start
Jalona
with
there,
skill.
maybe.
Yeah, but Shilona isn't enough. If you don't, like, Shilona is 80 or something. And if you don't Mavrika skill, then
Shilona is
it's...
90.
Oh, 90, yeah.
I've done it with
Pretty
Rosaria.
sure Jalona is
done
enough.
it
I
with
tried
Kaya.
it. When
I've done
well,
it
I always
with
try
Layla.
skill though, to be fair, but
I've done it with Diona, and only Diona you really just melt the ult, and past that it's almost impossible to melt.
yeah,
Rosaria,
that is true.
it's very specific timings. Kaya needs C6, and Layla just doesn't work much. That's it for the 4-star Cryos.
The idea with the 4-star cryos is, well, Diona tends to be the best with C6 because of the 200 EM. The idea really, with Diona at least, is just all you need to do is melt to the first hit. It does not matter after that.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
I
you
feel-
just win.
I don't have enough cryo application. Mavrika just eats it.
She does. Well, Diona. Okay, it's okay because with
Diona is just a melt
with
ult.
Diona, Diona has ICD on her burst, so the first one won't tick because
You
Mavrika
can-
eats
you
that.
can
It's the third one
time
that ticks, so you need to time it
You
correctly.
can time it in a way where you can melt both the cast and the first CA, and that's probably the best you can get out of it.
Okay, in my opinion, that's more sweaty than both Moalani and Kinnick combined.
It's not that bad.
Okay, I'm back. What are we talking about?
I'm slandering
Diona with
Diona.
Mavrika.
This is fraud. I'm sorry. This Mavrika Sitlali, Diona is fraud. Just play Sitlali. Just pull for Sitlali.
Well, obviously, if you, like,
Oh,
if you
really?
don't, you don't want to play down. If you already have Soul, you wouldn't play down. But what would like double crowd melt? Like, say like I don't know, Rosaria plus down or some shit like that. Like with
but
4
you
stars.
You
Is
can
that
do
worth?
but, yeah. It's not
Is it
worth
Where's
worth
our
it.
Night Soul generation?
If you don't have-
Like, let's say you had like
Oh.
Mavrika, Jalona, and Rosaria done. Does that team that works?
Okay,
I've
so
never
no
tried it, so I have no idea.
Bennett.
Double
No
cryo
Bennett.
melt
Using
for
Bennett.
Mavrika?
Well, I mean, you need
Double
Night Soul
cryo
generation
melt for
somewhere.
Mavrika,
Yeah,
you
but
really need
Mavrika
Sitlali.
without Bennett
Because
is
where the
break.
fuck you will get the night pool for C0? Like, where you will get it?
I was just like, you
Just
need,
pull
you
for
need-
C1.
Yeah, sure. They pull for
Just
C1.
pull
Yeah,
for
bro.
cons. Might as
The
well.
same
Why
pool,
would you
the
not
same,
go
okay.
for Silali then?
The same pools you get for C1, you can just get Citlali. Lol.
I don't know why y'all are
Yeah.
debating against this, because it, like, just saying that the Diona feels ass would imply that Silali is the only one that's like really good in that archetype.
I don't think we are debating. We're fighting bullshit.
I just can't get the Diona version too. Isn't
It-
Diona?
sounds like a
it's
Is
skill
it,
issue to me.
wow, okay,
It's
but
Diona.
you missing all your five shots is
5e is 5e is actually 5e is actually impossible. Yeah,
It's
okay.
not. It's not impossible, but
No,
Five
it's
is
it's hard.
possible. Even without burst, you just need good ping and, well, maybe
Okay.
a second ender to have proper burning up time. Because Kinich
I,
alone is
I,
not a thing.
I can't do 5e, therefore it doesn't exist.
Surely, Flip says
Okay,
my
okay,
my
we'll
skill
move
is the
on.
absolute skill.
Okay.
Sorry, Saga, you just sorry, I'm so sorry. Last tangent, I promise, but you just reminded me, like when you said when you took me saying I'm gonna calc with 4e can eat seriously, you just reminded me I was in Vomfi's stream, right? And then it was when Skirk got buffed, and then he was talking about how like Skirk now sheets higher than Varessa. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna find some way to troll troll Skirk to make her lower than Varessa again. And then someone in the chat took it seriously and went on Reddit to say my Skirk calcs have been manipulated and I'm lying about Skirk in order to
Yeah,
spread
that's
Varessa
funny.
propaganda. And it was like, what? How did you take that seriously?
Are
Really?
they fucking stupid? Are they stupid?
I don't know. I don't know how they took that seriously. I felt like it was an obvious joke. Me and Vomfi both laughed at it.
Bro, it's
But yeah.
whatever. Let the troglodytes be. Move on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
alright, I'm
I
sorry. Sorry for the
think you
tangent.
maybe you need the hold skill. Like, is the hold skill maybe overtaking and then Diona?
If wait, if you hold skill, then when you wait, what?
Like hold
Come over
skill
down,
into
huh?
burst.
For Moviga?
Who are you talking about?
I mean just because I always have pyro.
You
on
don't
me.
need Saga. You do not need to do that.
What?
You don't need to do that. I can. It's fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, hold
Should I
hold
stream
skill
my-
on Movika, then Bert. I'm so confused.
Should I stream? Should I just stream and go?
no,
me
it's
not?
fine.
Okay.
Okay, so back to Skirt. Or Freeze in general. That was like ranking Freeze.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Are we assuming Skirk or not assuming Skirk?
Assuming Skirk, she's out basically.
Then it's the second strongest archetype.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
No.
No.
I think
Perhaps.
forward vape is better.
Where is this
It's just-
Mualani glaze coming from?
It's
Did
like
I miss
one character
something?
though. I fucking like if you don't have Moani, then where's it?
I also think Overload is better. I like Varessa more than Skirk.
Wait, Overload.
Wait, that's kind of
Oh,
that's kind of based.
Okay, Varessa I can see. Other Overload units? Absolutely not.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
not.
No, Chlorine is like only 10% worse than Varessa.
It's still 10%.
But that 10% of a
Okay,
big
that's
still
number is a
10%.
big
Wait,
number
okay, that's
still.
kind of funny because like Varessa C1 is 10%, but her C1 is 20%. So does that mean that
Wait,
C1 they are equal?
Wait, I can calculate right now. I remember
Right
calculating
now.
R1. Hold on.
Flip the
Alright, give me like
calculator.
5
12.
minutes.
That's a lot. Okay,
Talk about something else. I'll come back with the
I
results.
think something interesting about like current Skirk teams is that the fourth slot isn't crazy. Like there's no clear best in slot for the fourth slot, which is similar to like Mavrika Overload or something where the last slot like
Fourth
Fischl or
slot.
something just sucks.
First look, it's
Yeah.
like
Why? But why did you? There was no reason to say that.
I just wanted to.
There was like there was no reason to say that.
Actually, you play Aurora anymore,
Fourth
but
is the
Aurora
best
doesn't do
slot.
anything. I guess scroll.
The best last slot for Skirk is between Shenhe and Yolan. At least in KQM, from what I see.
Mualani
It's between those
scroll
two.
is also pretty good. Like be close there. Or C4 Mona. C4 Mona is also good.
Mona is also a thing. I guess if you're in a boss rushes, that's valid.
I was gonna say, like, Hoyoverse 100% is gonna make a best in slot 4-star for
Yeah,
Skirk
I think so.
sometime in Node Cry.
Hell yeah,
best
man.
in slot, best in slot, fourth slot.
Oh, okay.
Surely
gonna
Dahlia.
Okay. It's not gonna be
Surely
Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Yeah.
Surely.
No, they're gonna release a broken sword that makes Dahlia like an amazing support.
No, we need a broken
Surely.
4-star. No, not 4-star. Before broken Hydro Claymore. That's gonna be the 4th slot. That's what needs to
Oh
happen.
yeah, that's like the last type of unit with the type of weapon that's remaining on the game.
Because
I
for some reason
imagine
they
that
won't fucking
the last
release.
support. And their best build is full EM Aquamarine.
Actually, technically, wait. Milan does off-field damage, and like the other one would be Shenhua, and Shenhua also does off-field damage. But this doesn't stack with more. This wouldn't stack with more.
It's more so that Shenhe can also buff a Scofier. That's the big deal
Yeah.
for her.
Oh wait, it's
Yeah.
for 20 seconds.
Wow, so good.
I thought it.
It's
I
pretty
think
good.
it would have been funny. Like it would have been kind of cool if it was like 3 seconds or something, because then you were forced to use more restrictions. Let's go. No, but like it would be.
So for free, if I will ever rank freeze, I thought like if we're gonna say C0R1 on every character, I would say it's like A. It doesn't scale as much as well the ones that abuse forward reactions. Welcome to Genshin Impact.
I fucking love Genshin Impact.
Yeah, it's basically a true situation. Do you use vape and melt? Congratulations. Do you not? Get fucked.
I think they need
That's
to
the
You got
rebalance.
yourself here. If you got yourself here, freeze actually
Odd.
works.
Odd Shepherd. But
I mean, it works, but like, is it that good though? Overload with Chevrolet and most characters compared to what you get with vape and melt.
What archetypes have you
Wait,
guys been?
Chlorine C1 triggers 10 times, right?
I think it's 10,
It's
12.
like 10. It's 10 procs of damage, right?
I just
I don't
divide
remember.
duration by.
I remember people betting like 12, sometimes 14, but I think it's like 12, the best you can get. 12 is like the peak.
7.5 slash 1.2.
Yeah.
You can get up to 6. I don't think 6 is realistic though.
Actually, I usually
I'll just do
practice
some 10.
6. Like
Just
12, I
put
mean.
10, fuck it. Will Clorinda survive the allegations?
She does survive. She's better than Arlecchino after all. Bad chat. No, I'm joking.
Dude,
She is better.
The
You
bot-
don't need to batch test that. She is better.
Honestly,
the bot is involved.
I can kind of see. Like I can see it more than I could see the. But Arlecchino,
Guess
yeah, so Jeff made a video like on Skirk, and I don't know. Don't ask me, but he made like the last section was like, who's the best? Who are the
It was
best?
the it was the
five
worst
best-
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, who are the 5 best carries at the moment? And Arlecchino and Nuvillet were among them, and Nuvillet was number 1. Nuvillet was above Mavrika. I don't know whether.
Wait, Nuvolette above Marv? No. I gotta clip that shit. That's going in the video. That's going in the clip.
Wait. I need to
This guy
find
needs to
it.
be sentenced.
Copy.
When I get the good setup, I will prepare a video called "How long will Zajev 77's prison sentence be?"
Not me leaking
And it
my
will be me
DM.
speaking all of his shit
Wait,
takes.
whose DMs did you leak?
Wait, what's going on?
Ignore it.
Right, this
Oh.
episode has been a mess. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I see it now. Oh,
Put Nuvillet above Mavrika, and then said that Arlecchino and Veresa are on the same level.
No, he didn't say that. He needs to be executed.
Arlecchino's closer to Chlorins than she is to Veressa.
Exactly. So
Slander.
Sir when's the Sir Jeff card coming? The next
It's
one.
not. It's not happening. As in,
Right. Can you do a short
Okay,
quad?
okay. Let me
Like-
put this. If he's not gonna make a court, I'm gonna make him a prison sentence.
The Jeff is
Straight up.
drunk. I love that.
Like I am gonna make his C6 Shingsho above C6 Yelan basically a mass murder.
Anyways, podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So okay, other than the elemental archetypes, we've talked about them. Okay, what are like forgotten archetypes? We should talk about forgotten archetypes. Physical.
Oh God. Yeah,
Physical.
physical.
Physical law.
Varka, my goat is going to be physical. Trust.
Okay, I wanna say something about physical. Why the fuck did they remove the physical buff from Cinder City?
There's a physical buff in Cinder City. We missed that. We could have had that.
Yeah.
In beta, the way Cinder City works would
Oh
be
my God.
So let's say you're Eula. Let's say you're Eula, and your teammate procs. Okay, oh my fucking god. So when you proc Cinder City, it would give every single like damage bonus. Like you'd get
Yeah.
Pyro, Electro, Hydro. You'd get it like if you match the element or if you were the person who reacted with. So if you like react with Electro and Cryo, every Electro character gets all the elemental damage buffs, and every Cryo character gets all the damage buffs. And physical was included in that, but they
It
removed
would
it.
have been so broken
God.
for Chaska.
It would have
Yeah.
been crazy. It would have been crazy. But
It
like, what if
would've
they just
been
kept somehow managed to
so
keep
good.
physical in there? It would actually be
Well-
nice to have some kind of physical buff.
Well, it wouldn't really be broken for Chaska because that means using an Onoma unit.
Oh, true.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that is actually really true. Yeah, so they could have kept that then. It wouldn't have been that crazy. Like,
Yeah, but they just changed it so now to where it is
Yeah.
now.
I
Wasn't it
don't
also
know
50% at first?
oh God.
Why did they
was-
remove
It was
The
50%
physical
instead of 40%. Am I going crazy? Wasn't that how it was?
it?
I didn't
it
see
was-
them beta, so I have no clue.
I remember. It was 25% without Night Soul, an
Oh,
extra
right, okay.
25% if you had
That's-
Night Soul.
It was literally we fucking hate Farina, by the way. Like that was what Scroll was originally.
Now
Yeah.
it's
Still is.
12% without Natlan, 28 with, and it doesn't buff physical anymore.
Yeah. The physical buff would have been so
Like, why
nice.
did they remove physical?
It was physical would have been too
goodness.
strong, obviously.
Obviously, like you would have
And
literally been like Marika level damage.
Yeah,
been
better than
insane.
Marika. Okay,
Dude,
what do you think
not
about like Eula or Freminet with like Mika, Fischl,
Bad.
Arena or
Mika's
something?
so
Just
bad.
now-
Oh my god.
Do we now terminate an actual physical DPS?
They're just the
Mika is
Scorpia
awful
drivers
to
now.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I haven't yet to
remember-
try. I meant to try it, but how is Eula's coffee hair?
It cleared so well for me. I hate it.
Isn't
Uh,
Mika's damage? Isn't Mika's damage percent buff depending on how many enemies there are?
Yes, it's so
Oh my
bad.
God.
It's so bad.
Like why?
Okay,
I don't
actually,
know how they.
I
could
do
have messed up
disagree.
Mika so
I
bad.
do kind of disagree with that. And like, Mika's buffs are actually kind of good, but there's no one taking advantage of the attack speed and the like. Yeah, physical is just.
I feel like
Mika's a
for attack
technically a
speed
good-
to actually, I was gonna say for an attack speed buff to actually be worthwhile on any character, for getting from one character alone, it needs to be like at least 50%, so you can actually get out another attack string rather than you get to get out an extra N2 in a rotation.
Yeah, that
I
is
feel like
that is
it's
completely fair. But
Well,
from-
the only one it actually matters for is like Eula because you get extra stacks, which is kind of nice, but that's
Yeah.
like it.
regarding Mika, like the attack speed is kind of an addition. Like the physical
Yeah.
crit damage and physical damage bonus, and the healing for the Farina are like the main
Yeah.
parts. And like his
Yeah.
kit is kind of not quote unquote overloaded, not really, but like
It's not
But he's
overloaded.
overloaded, but he's a physical character.
that joke is
Oh
so
my
dated. Stop.
holy hell.
Like I mean that like his kid, like if we got a Fisher that was physical, like that was on physical on fielder on crack or something, like with a ton of additional damage instances or something, like
That's cool.
then that would be good with Mika, Arena, Fisher, or something.
Official can be physical though. Listen,
I was saying if she was, or like,
come on, like her
Also,
off-field damage.
or
for physical?
a
Yoimiya,
little bit.
physical Yoimiya or something, with good
Yeah.
numbers.
I remember
Your field, yeah.
I remember playing Femine a little bit. Just to see his timings between the
Why?
skill, his N2, then launches the skill and then reskill again. There's like a small interval where you can't skill. The
Yeah.
cooldowns don't match. So like if you add the attack speed buffing from Mika, isn't it doesn't make the timer higher even? The interval? Because you're basically attacking faster. You're stacking the thing faster. His penguin. That's his
Yeah.
mechanic. So like it's so stupid. They don't know what they're doing with physical.
Feel like
At
it's
least.
just maybe like one of the 30,000 like physical kits I've made would synergize with that. Like if
And why
anyone
they make an
remembers.
electro that straight up produces cooldown, but like actual cooldown reduction, not C2 Shilonan or C6 Raiden type shit.
Yeah.
Maybe his timings can be fixed, but the damage, no.
Also, I feel like
That's the state of physical right
I
now.
feel like superconduct just is kind of dated, like as an amper. Even like 40% resistant shred is. I feel like maybe it should be 65 or something.
It's okay. It's literally VV, but with multi-wave. That's it.
Yeah.
It's legit VV.
Maybe if you gave like damage percent or something too along the side of it, might actually come in pretty nice.
I like
Like, the
defense
fact that you have
shred.
to, yeah, the fact that
Depends if
because we
you
don't.
have the support like that.
The problem
guess
is that we
what?
don't really
The
have
20.
great characters that can allow you to proc superconduct and also give you support at the moment. When we look at the cryo and electro roster, like I don't think is there anyone who actually gives you a solid buff while also being there to for superconduct for a physical character. Like I say for Eula,
No.
no, and that's kind of the problem because we just end up having to slot in someone to do it, and then it's just like it feels almost like a wasted team slot because you don't get any extra value out of it other than any extra like major value out of it other than superconduct being a thing to shred physical, the only thing to shred physical.
Yes.
Oh boy. Missing damage percent on the reaction. Guess where that damage percent could have been coming from?
Okay.
Exactly. Cinder City.
Next, let's talk about. By the way, 47% of people can. Half of the people can do 5 shots, so surely 5 shots can't be that hard.
I
And
mean,
You're wrong.
to be fair, I've only just started using Kinich like recently.
Yeah, see,
within, like, the
you're
last month.
you're like you're not a try-hard player. Like
Sure.
you had him for a few days or something.
And I've had him since his launch. It's just that I didn't build him until
Oh.
recently. I pulled him trying to get C6 Chevrus, and I ended up not getting C6 Chevrus, and I'm getting Kinich instead.
Oh.
So, yeah, I
I
didn't
am
build him for a
pretty
long time.
impressed that you can do 5 cannons. This takes time, you gotta know. It's not autopilot shit.
Okay, let's talk about the other shafted archetype, which they okay, physical might have just been, yeah, they didn't release units that synergize with physical, but Mono
We're gonna
Geo
talk
was
about EC.
no
Oh,
Mono
it's-
Geo. Mono Geo, they actively went out of their way to destroy synergies, like Mono Geo synergies. Ilonin was the
Yeah.
perfect example for that, and Shiori.
Navia kind of as well.
Yeah, I mean Navia's like whole gimmick is that she can't be played more. So I guess yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they made like supports for Geo, specifically Goro, since around being with other Geos, and then they just kind of abandoned that, and now, yeah, Geo's identity is just kind of weird right now.
So like the way it works is that like the 3 characters that anti-synergize, Lona doesn't synergize with 3 Geos because then she loses her credit unless she's on field. But on field Shilona is very bad unless you plunge, and if you plunge,
What do you mean?
yeah, Plunge Lolin is unironically fine. It's like better than Wanderer, but it's like I think it's Risley level or something. It's not great.
You're comparing decent shit with dog shit. Elevate the bar, please.
Yes, Plungelona versus Varessa. Who wins? Who's the better plunger?
There's a clip of like Mr. Jeff saying that Shilonen is worse than Barbara or something because like he was just talking about Plunge.
It's so out of context,
But
and
it's
thank
funny.
God it is. But it's funny.
Because he like actively
I
slanders
found it.
Shilonen. Yeah? It?
Wait, I need to. I'm pretty much done with the calc. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that calc.
Okay, what
It looks like Varessa's still stronger though.
the agenda.
She did not beat the allegations.
Why
Fraud
can't he
alert!
have
Fraud
damage?
alert!
At least C1 Koran should be stronger than C. Alright.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yes.
So they are like closer than people make it out to be.
Oh yeah,
Like I
they are
said,
close.
it's 10%.
I'm pretty. Most people, man. I think most people know they're close, don't they?
No, people don't. It's funny because
Actually, you know what?
there's-
I'd say that
you know-
after.
And do you want to
Sorry.
know the funny part of those overload comps?
I was about
They
to
can
slander
fit in.
Arlecchino again. I'm so sorry.
Go for
I was
it.
what I.
Oh, oh no! Well, I am gonna slander Arlecchino right now. It's pretty quick. Don't worry. Do you want to know why does Chlorine the Overload beat Arlecchino melt?
Why?
Because the sub DPS she can fit in easy.
Yeah.
But they say it's a bad thing. They say it's a bad thing to fit in sub DPS, and then you're good. And then those guys that made fun of you, they will play Skirk double Hydro and say she's a good carry.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're gonna do that shit. They're fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But
unironically, I think people are going to overrate Skirk on release and call her like the hyper carry of the team. So she has like
Dude,
60%.
she's got. Do
No,
you know what's so?
she
Oh my
definitely
fucking
is.
god.
No, they definitely are.
Skirk has like the next 3 Abyss lineups just built for her. It's going to be the worst glazing ever of all time. And
It's gonna
she's
be
a
Nuva all over again.
And she's a popular character. It's literally Arlecchino 2.0.
Yeah.
And the funny part is that her teams at baseline have 2 sub DPSs. But then Chlorinde having 1 is a bad thing. Why can Skirk have 2 and be, oh my glorious queen? Like, why? Make it make sense.
Chlorine has been underrated since release. It's so.
Yeah,
I was gonna
think-
say earlier that like I was saying that I would assume most people think Chlorine and Varese are close, and I remember I had an argument in my Discord about Chlorine versus Varese for like a good like hour. This person was thinking that Varese was just so much better. I'm like, wait, no, they're very close.
10%.
Like, if
Yeah,
a certain
It's actually isn't it less than 10? Isn't it like 8?
No, it's like 10%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
if a certain archetype or team can fit in a sub DPS that can act also buff, or someone that just do strong sub DPS, why don't you do it?
It's an upside, and the funny, it's not even like Mofika was carrying. She was doing like 20% of the team's damage.
Mavrika does neglectable damage in Overload overall.
and
like,
for Kinect,
Not
and for Molani.
entirely neglectable, but nothing insane either. But
Okay.
she's there.
Something I wanted to
What?
talk about also is like people calling Navia mid, which has been something that has been like Navia on
Since
release.
when?
Yeah, I've heard like people on your server. I was in a
Really?
discussion. Yeah, people on your server think that Navia is Navia.
I see.
I think that she's fine. I don't think she's mid.
Navia is
Well,
like
with
mid.
today's meta, she can
Na-
be close to it, but I
Navia
don't
is
think she
mid AF. Navia is mid. Navia is mid now. Wait, I will take a screenshot and prove that everyone in your server thinks that Navia is mid.
That's hilarious, actually.
Hawaii Mika. Navia the mid DPS, So in other, Noah said that Navia's mid.
No, hold up. Did you say Kawaii Mika?
Noir's takes are always just kind of dog though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I feel like, dude,
Did you say...
that was found his channel.
Hold up. Hold up. Did you say Kawaii
Okay,
Mika?
some of these are from like a year ago.
Noir was saying that D-Luke was better than Uta before Punch existed, and I was like, dog, what?
Okay, they are from a year ago, but like then Navia was better in the... I mean, she did get upgrades, but like, you know.
I don't think Navi is mid. She's just fine at the moment. Nothing insane.
Yeah, I think she's in the top 10. Actually, with Skug release, but I think, like, where would you put Ayaka at, like, in the top 10?
I would, well, I don't know about pro skirt because I haven't looked into
Ayaka-
skirt enough, but I would
Ayaka
say,
as a carry is still not very good. She just now has an actual good source of sub damage. So that elevates it a bit.
yo,
Is
yeah, but
Ayaka
I,
above
bit.
Navi a crazy take?
That
I
elevates her a
put her
bit.
above Navi. It elevates a lot. She feels
It
significantly
elevates
different to
Ayaka's
play, but
damage a bit, but the team damage it elevates
Oh, yeah.
a lot.
yeah, no, the Nayaka's damage didn't change that much, but the team damage
I
changed.
think
the
it
crap ton.
did. Like, she
That-
can now fit in both Farina and Shenhe in the same team. Usually, you could only do one, and you also get Escofia's resistant.
Wait, what? You just do Ayaka, Shenhe, Jolene, and Serena
Shalana.
with the
It
fuck?
Yeah, but
what
the
do you
team
mean?
was
alone,
the
but
team
it
was awful.
difficult.
It didn't feel great, but it was one of our strongest teams in terms of actual damage output. And numbers wise, it puts out Ayaka gets their similar numbers, like slightly less than what you get with the Scoffier. So
And now there is a
yeah, I
character that
guess.
has like the same buffing as Shilonen does, well better, and actually has damage, and enables Furina as a wall. Better than
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Wowzers.
But I mean, I put Ayaka like top 6, top 5. I do put her above Navia,
What? Really that high?
but like, she just feels very, very, very strong. She feels a lot stronger than other teams to me. But to be fair, I don't know. I haven't ranked Skark at all because I don't like
And I'm
basing
gonna
stuff off
put
of
the-
pre-release stuff. I like to actually test the character, see how they feel and how they are in practice before actually trying to rank someone. So I don't know about Skark.
I'm gonna put the sub DPS argument again. Ayaka has 2. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
color the queen now. But Clorinda having 1 is a problem. I don't get it.
People just hate Chlorine. That's it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I would be surprised if about 70% of people who play this game think Farina's just a support. I would not be
Okay.
surprised by that. So
And okay, another thing I'm gonna say, it's so weird because I remember this is exact same thing happened on Farina's release, where if you take a character like Wonder, pre Farina he was doing like 1 million ish DPR, but then post Farina, he's doing like 1.2 million. Yeah. But at the same time, like Farina is there, so the damage contribution he's doing is like technically less, but he's still doing more damage. So it's like,
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's so weird how people treat damage contribution and sub DPS.
That's true.
the thing is, I would imagine most people who play this game like to see their the person they have on field doing big numbers. So if they've sudden someone who obviously contributes more sub DPS, but their on field DPS is doing less numbers, they're like, it must be worse. It has to be. That's their mindset, right?
But if the sub DPS can buff good, why not? Why not?
God, people
Your
are
on
dumb.
field will still do good damage. It's not like it's gonna be completely neglectable all of a sudden.
There is one issue though, like one big issue with running like sub DPS, and that's like how it scales with investment, like artifact investment, or like signature, or just vertical in
Yeah.
general.
You know what's funny? I just want to mention this. People, this whole argument is a thing, and then I see so many people pushing the Nouveau Discofier team, even though Nouveau loses so much damage in that team.
Yeah, he does.
That's kind of
Worst
funny.
team of all time?
Dude, like some people are like, dude, that's his best team right now. Like Discofier, I'm like, no, I mean,
It's
kind
not.
of, but like if you have no investment, sure, dude. I don't know, man. It's
Wait,
people.
Nouvelet's best team? What? Did I miss something?
Some people are pushing that Nouveau Discofier is his best team when it's typically not. If you have investment on Nouveau, it's not. But Yeah, no.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm going
Wait,
to
hold on.
use.
Wait. I think we need to address that. What I just saw in chat. I saw someone on Reddit seriously say that Wanderer is bad because Farzan is holding him back.
No.
It's the
What?
opposite. It's the opposite.
That's
It's
it's the actual opposite. Wander without Farzan is so dog.
Dude, all
It's-
the Onuma DPS are holding Farzan back.
Yeah.
He literally. It actually. That's actually a W thing, holy.
Dude,
Like
had to be
Farzan.
rage bait.
Okay, out of all the niche buffers, like with buffing as a whole, Farzan is one of the most that does the most. Like the biggest contribution of like supporting
She does like
in buffs.
her burst is basically just Shilonen's entire kit, and she has except the heat.
And it's even better because she generates so much
Yes,
energy.
so much energy.
She groups. Oh my god. And then
Dude,
she can hold
Farzan
a
is the
supportive
actual
cell on
goat.
top of this.
Farzan is the actual goat.
And she can give you like 300 damage quills patches,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is better
Oh,
than
Like,
yeah.
zero.
like 300 damage quills like every dude. They're holding Farzan back. You give this girl an Onuma DPS with like
No, like, listen.
Arlecchino scalings, they're destroying the game.
Varka and Animal DPS. Yeah.
Surely.
I believe. Just
Hopefully.
make Farzan have a use case.
Yeah, like maybe Veressa or Kinnick numbers, and it's over literally.
It's literally
It's literally.
Yeah, and then
Farzan is
just
just Farzan is not just buffing, she's so much quality of life.
Yes. Unfortunately,
Zhao went
it's all
from
locked
nigh
behind
unplayable to a solid carry.
it's all locked behind a
The
C6,
difference-
unfortunately, but still.
the difference between Farzan buffing and VV buffing, one of them has multi-wave. VV doesn't.
Farzan's the goat.
True.
Do
Yeah,
you guys think are there other supports that like are held back by their DPS? Because Goro kind of
don't
still
think-
sucks.
No,
I
So, oh
mean,
my
Goro
Sar is horrible.
need to just suck. The rest is fine.
Chevrus? Almost?
Really? I feel like Chevrus' DPSs are really good.
Chevrus has Vereza, Clorinde. You can also say Mavwika if you play that. Like, she has good options. It's
Unironically,
perfect.
Free Skirk, Escoffier. I feel like okay, Ayaka's the goal,
Ayaka is like, wait, Ayaka?
but
Dude,
like
Ayaka makes like perfect use.
other than Ayaka, I feel like
Other than Ayaka, yeah, I
it's
agree.
mostly just wheelchair. Like Risley.
Yeah,
uh, Risley
Yo,
has
hope
like
of Ganyu.
look at the
Gone
damage
really cool, very odd.
look at the damage contribution with like Risley, not Risley, Yelan, Escoffier.
Yelan Freya. I think he does less than less than Yelan in that team.
It's like 25, 25, 25, 25.
Like,
It's hilarious.
He wants melt, but there's no melt teams for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not-
Dude, so because if Malvika had like slightly faster prior application,
It would actually be
there would have
good.
been. Yeah. But now you either just have to like do N3C, N3C, which is a horrible combo for him. Sorry, N5C, which is a horrible combo for him, or you have to
Yeah.
like play Burnout.
I'm scared that they might do a pyro because they didn't release a cryo melt like carry in Natlan. I'm scared that they are releasing a pyro support that only works with cryo melt characters and
Oh,
like
God.
make them a ton of make them Escoffier levels of supporting and damage.
It's so funny the way Risley has just had like a new best team every patch. It's actually hilarious.
If they do that, it will just make forward melt insanely better even.
Someone said Shiori. That's interesting.
True. Oh my god, base take.
Troy is actually Troy is
Look at
actually
look at the geo construct characters. We have dog shit. We have dog piss. We have even worse.
Radioactive dog shit.
We have Kachina.
Wait, what
we have
about Geo
Squall.
Traveler?
Surely. Geo Traveler, surely.
Wow.
Imagine if Goro could generate a construct.
Oh my
Oh
god,
goodness,
10%
that'd be-
crit
Oh,
rate.
Hypercrit Troy would be so good if he could. Hypercrit Troy
Okay,
actually
if
nice.
they make the next Geo carry have a construct and actually good numbers, could Shiori beat Shilon and patches?
Yeah, I feel like they should just
The-
add a like a very like Ito, but like make him have Natlan numbers instead of.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Someone
Not
said
gonna
in
lie,
chat,
I don't know if this is a
kind of.
I don't know if this is a crazy take. I think I might make a video on it. I think the scroll set has ruined the game. Like, at least it's ruined the
Well-
balancing of the meta.
I think
Well, at the
Marika
moment,
did,
yeah.
but
You
yeah,
don't know if Notcry will just... If they
Because
double
the-
down on it, they pick what's the set? Cinder City. They make another set with the same numbers, but they make it defense shred instead.
But yeah, I think like people like Escoffier is like the response to Cinder City. That's like how good you have to be as a support to be better than
Yeah.
the scroll set. So I
Yeah.
feel like people have been calling Escoffier broken. I feel like it's kind of, again, she kind of had to be this broken, otherwise like Cinder City supports would be as good as her. And it's kind of the reason why a lot of the sub DPS have been phased out, because why run a sub DPS when you can just run like a free 40% damage bonus?
I
Yeah.
agree. I feel like VV were.
Mhm.
I mean, VV is like basically the same thing, but it has more issues, and animo
Yes, it
units
has
are like
cons.
more.
It's
Like it's not universal either.
it's more restrictive. Yeah. To certain things that it
Like-
requires it to actually work properly. Unlike Cinder
There are
City.
there are very, very, very little downsides to using Cinder City. 20% uptime,
Yeah, and two.
Yeah.
50% even
Okay.
if you want an
the,
Natlan
the
character.
two piece. I don't think people are
So much
realizing how
energy.
good the two
The
piece is.
energy is the difference is night and day when you're using it on someone like Loli and not using it. Oh, dude.
Like if you're also like using like Mualani Shalonen, you can battery shangling like crazy.
Yeah.
Rue,
Yeah,
you're right.
but
I
the
never
PC
thought
one
about
is
like
strong.
getting, or like maybe even 3 Night Soul bursts per rotation, so you can get like
Yes.
18 energy for Shangling. That sounds insane.
Yes.
Shalonen just
That-
becomes the best fucking battery in the game.
Peak.
Yes.
I
And
think I need to make a video on how it's
Well,
like destroyed the game's balancing.
The 2-piece of Cinder City is like hella useful for units like Citlali per se. It helps
Yeah.
your requirements so fucking
That's what I
much.
said. Yeah, it's night and day. It is night and day. The amount of
Okay,
ER
and
you
then
need.
it's also another thing
I
I'm gonna
will
say.
put a
It's also
thing
like the
for-
reason why Shalonen is kind of meh right now, because not actually meh, but
No,
you get what I mean.
I
It's
would not
because
say the shit.
no, I don't mean she's not actually mad, but it's the reason why Shalonen can be very easily replaced in her teams, because when balancing Natlan supports, they also have to be like, oh, we can't make them too strong, otherwise, them being broken plus Cinder City would be insane. Like, can you imagine if a Escoffier was a Natlan unit, for example?
They would have to completely change how like if she was. It would be actually
Yes.
insane.
Wait, where would you rank like Shilona right now as like a top in like everything? Do you think like she's one of the top 3 best characters?
I still think
Top
she's
f-
up there. I think she's up there still.
In my
I feel like
opinion,
niche
she's
supports
the-
kind of rule the game right now.
You
I think
said
niche
yeah,
characters kind of rule the game right now. So I think
That-
like Farina's probably the best generalist,
yeah. But I mean, like,
and then I
there's
don't know.
we don't have that many supports. Like they don't cover every single archetype quite yet. And I have a feeling Toyo's trend definitely trending toward making even more with the release of Scalfier. But I think Zonen's still up there.
I
That's
think
my opinion.
they will never do like some kind of, if there are only Pyro and Hydro characters in the team, like increase vape by 1 million, or like like they are not doing Escoffier for melt and vape. And for those
We already have Celali for melt, so
no, but
Well,
she
Citla-
isn't. Like she isn't Escoffier. She specifically buffs melt, yeah, but she doesn't want the team to be only Cryo and Pyro characters.
well, yeah.
That's why Shilonen still is like the best. Unironically, in my opinion, Shilonen is better in the team than Jansan. But if you have if you have the Escoffier weapon, then I think Jansan is better.
Oh yeah, no, Janssen.
But Shalonen is definitely
Crazy.
still top 5 for sure.
Oh, okay.
Who would you put over Shilona?
Lali. Hey,
Okay, yeah.
Lolly, Farina. I think you can argue
Bennett?
for Escoffier
Afrika, maybe?
and Bennett.
I don't know about putting well. I would put Scalfier below Shilona. I don't know, because if you don't have Cryo, Shilonen's value or Scalfier's value is
I wouldn't.
If we get the more cryo DPSs we get, I feel like her value will increase. But right now, it's really just kind of two characters that she works extremely well with. Well, cryo wise, anyway. I guess for Hydros, there's like Yelan, kind of Nuvalette, kind of. I don't know.
Like, where would you rank Mavrika actually? Because like she's hard to rank. She's both like a pretty
I think Malvika. I
fine
think
support,
Malvika's
but she's
better.
yeah, she's both a like fine support, but like the best carry in the game. So
Oh, we're rating like with carry ability too.
yeah. Like,
Oh, then yeah,
overall.
Malvika over. Yeah. Oh yeah, Malvika over then. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very hard.
Malvika has actually some really good support capability.
I would say
that it's with
Bennett,
Malvika, but
Bennett,
still.
Mavrika, Sidlali, Farina, Filonen. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, makes sense.
I know Farina's that a little bit. I'll put Farina over Sitlali, but
Right, you know my Farina tied to Escoffier.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
On everyone's soul, that includes me, you, and everyone in the chat. Farina's
Except
still the best
me.
character in the game.
No, she's not. Wow. When she never was. Bennett was always
I
better.
think there was a
She
period
never,
where he definitely
okay, wait,
was.
she never was as
That's
crazy.
Bennett was always
crazy.
better. Bennett was always
No.
better. Bennett was
I
always
don't know.
better.
I don't know about that one.
You know, you can
Wait, what
argue
did
for
they
right
do?
now, but she never was as insane.
Yeah,
On
No,
release,
no,
Farina was by far the best
dude,
character.
she changed the game when she came out. There's no way.
Plays. Literally try to
No,
play an
no,
attack
no,
scaler
no,
without
why?
Bennett. Like, unless they are like unless they are Skirk or yeah. So
That
many.
is
Yeah,
what
that's
I
a real
said
fucking
about
problem,
Farina.
actually.
Oh, high
Farina,
roll.
healers don't hold Farina back. It's both. Both hold each other back when Farina released. She wants healing. Most teams want to release had healing already. Only really the freeze archetype didn't have, which Charlotte came out with her.
Wait,
So like she really
lit-
didn't have a problem.
literally, Farina on release had like the only healer that was actually good that provided fanfare was Bennett. The other ones were
Wait,
shit.
wait. Do you want to know something? Every Fontaine DPS at the time were the best in their element. Nouvellette, the best DPS in the game. Lenny, the best Pyro DPS at the time. Risley, the best Cryo DPS at the time. So like, I don't think you can make this argument. Even if you want to say they need, even if you want to say for generally she needed healers, like the DPS, the Fontaine DPS didn't need healers at the time.
Yeah, but like okay,
Every
okay. I
team
would
had a
say that
special skill.
I would say that Risley needed Bennett more than Farina.
That one I actually kind of agree with, but I do agree with that one.
That's true.
Also,
'cause it's an attack
Alekino was
scale.
released in Fontaine. Alekino doesn't.
Alekino's
I
released way
said-
later
so
though.
Release.
When on Farina's release, so Alekino was not
Oh,
out
okay,
yet.
okay, I see.
Alekino was later.
Like, can we
You know,
talk
the
double
release
hydra?
was just
Double hydra teams in general were like insane.
Dude. Oh my god, she made double hydra so good again. That's very
Ah.
true.
okay. I guess we can't
Bro,
get.
I think
You know what double? Okay, you know what double hydro used
Even good
before?
for comment.
What did double hydro use before Filono released? Who's how double
Jhin.
hydro? No, it
He
used
used
Bennett.
Oh yeah.
But then, I mean, I
but
guess
Jhin was
come
really
on,
close to Bennett.
It was, yeah.
Jhin
it was
sucked.
close.
Jhin ungrouped the
Jhin
enemies.
sucked. Jhin
And oh
sucked.
my god! Also, the best way to play every Denter team was to just add Farina to.
Okay, that is true, but that's just because Dendro teams are just bad, and Farina are like.
I don't know. I do not think you can argue for any other
Yeah.
character being better than unreleased Farina. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No.
I'm with Flip on
Bennett
that
was
one.
on. I'm sorry. Bennett was just bad.
Dendro was dog shit. It's more so quick and just wasn't enough. So adding Farina make it quick bloom. Quick bloom is a failed archetype.
Okay. The only way to justify Farina, like putting Farina above Bennett on Farina's release, was if you like that Uvilette was far above the other cast, like the new insane carry, and that Uvilette like needed Farina. Like in that case, I could see people saying that Farina was better than Bennett. But like technically Uvilette had vape team that didn't use Farina that were like obviously
Weren't
his
that good, but were they even that good though?
Oh yeah, they were. Do you want to see Aaron's? Wait, let me Let me show you some. It was insanely painful because you had to use wrangling. You still have to. So wait, let me show. I will be right.
I mean, Nuva with Movika actually isn't that bad. I've tried it, but nowadays anyway.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
person
we're not doing revisionist history. Frina was the goat.
Wow. You also think that Fisher is good.
He is.
When is the last? Okay. Okay, you know, let me not say this actually.
Wait, this person is this is the best runner low cost. I think in like they are just insane. I don't know how good they are, but like they are insane. Where
Is this Karen? Karen is nuts. Yes.
when was Fontaine? This was 4.8. Farina Lisa. Oh my god, Lisa mentioned.
Farina, Lisa, what? Where?
Farina Novilette Lisa. Kasva. Lisa had
Oh
defense
my
shred.
fucking... I think I remember playing that team once.
Oh no. They started in 4.5.
I remember
Yeah,
playing that.
Oh wait,
should I tell you why they started? Wait, should I tell you why they started in 4.5? Should I tell you why?
Why?
Because before that, no other Newfoundland team was worth playing. Exactly.
Huh? 0.5 wasn't Farina's really.
I'm saying, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying, oh my god.
Huh?
What? I'm lost.
I'm saying they started in 4.5 because before that there was no other Newfoundland team.
Oh. Okay, but that's still a bad take though. Yeah, see, Barbara was better than Farina. Bad chance. Okay.
Someone clip that and take it out of context, post it on every single Reddit, Genshin Reddit available.
You know what's funny? Freena's
That's
in this
cancelled.
team, by the way.
Oh, she was.
But Freena's literally in the team. You said this team didn't involve her.
Was it
Okay.
triple? Was it triple hydro?
What? Triple Hydro Woo?
On everyone's Soul Saga is coping.
I
I'm
don't
not.
get it. Is this about Nuve again? What the fuck?
Was not in the
Yes.
team, was? Oh, she. Huh?
I don't remember seeing Barbara Nouvellette, I'm sorry.
I just showed it.
Oh no,
What's the
people
point?
did Barbara Nuvella, yes.
What's the point of Barbara Nouvellette? Is there a reason? Is there a weapon you use?
She gives a 15% hydro damage
Yeah,
bonus.
there
or
was no
something.
Farina. It
Oh.
was Barbara jungling Novilla Kaza.
Oh yeah, it was just for lower cost because obviously wouldn't child be.
Yeah, true.
for lower
Cost
cost.
chest. Keep up the
Cost
Farina.
chest.
Keep up the
Cost chest.
Farina.
Yes.
Keep up the. Okay, I do think that Farina is among the best. I do think Sidali is better than Farina.
I'm not gonna say anything. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
You
Like
playing
literally as a
Sidlali.
C2, as a
Hold up.
C2 Sitlali owner, I still think Farina's better.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
let me see.
Kinkle, this is why I love you.
The literally as
This
I.
This is difficult because Furine is generalist, Citlali is really just 3 units. And in those 3 units, Citlali does infinitely more than Furina.
I made an entire video about it. It's still not outdated. The only outdated thing is Escoffier being the reviving her, but now she's tied to Escoffier and or Nuvilet. So
She,
I'm tired.
I think that Furina was fine ever since release.
yeah,
She was
fine. Okay, I
perfectly
can agree on fine, but she wasn't the best unit in the game when she released. Like at C2, okay, at C2 she was, but we are talking about C0, Arena.
I
Well,
see
if
what
you
she
talk about
was.
C2,
Yeah,
At
sure.
C1 even.
At C1 I would also agree.
And at C02.
No.
Now, at C0 she was close.
Didn't
From what
suggest
I
they think
see.
she was better than Arena. Okay, that one I don't agree on.
Wait, who says
What?
Zincho was better than Farina?
Sajab.
Oh my lord, bro is
Xing
so
Shu.
Zincho built.
Bruh.
Does the
Yep.
Jeff
I would
still
take-
think that?
I will
I'm
take
actually
arguments
curious.
that Xingqiu is better than Yalan because I believe that for a long time. But better than Freen is crazy.
Wait, I'm actually curious. Does the Jeff like still show Xingqiu?
I don't think so.
K-
Like he
He doesn't.
stopped.
Because with me,
He's-
like whenever official stopped being like one of the goats, I just stopped talking about her. So I wonder if this is the same for the Jeff.
No,
I feel-
Zajev still.
If he just
I've
doesn't show
seen
Xingqiu.
tweets of Zajev. I've seen his stuff. He's still botches Xingqiu. He's still botches Official. He hasn't changed.
That's kind of base.
And about Hyperbloom, I don't know. I don't know if he still botches it, but if he does, yikes.
He batchested Kinnick Bennett jungling Xingqiu. He said that it's one of his best teams.
Okay, when
Nick
was it on
National.
his? Was it on,
I was
like,
on rerun.
Was that on
rerun? Wait, that's recent then. What the fuck?
Wait, why did I say? Sorry, not rerun. I meant Eon on the in. He said that thing on the Eon Sun pre-release.
He
Oh,
did?
that's- Why?
Yeah, he said that Kinich like Virgin was one of his best teams. No, was it Virgin or Hyperbloom? One of the two.
The Virgin just doesn't function for him.
Did Kinkle
The only
die?
Canadian
What?
Virgin team.
Oh, okay, he's there.
I'm here. The only Canadian team that will function. The only Canadian Virgin team that will function in my mind is Canich, Malika, Farina, Eon Sun, because you can make it work. Because Aquamarine is the goat.
I think he has an agenda against Kinich. I don't know. That may
Merch
be
just quit cosplaying.
Huh? What? Flip?
What? Repeat it, please.
Flip
Oh my
died. I think.
god.
Flip.
What?
Flip.
Hello? Hi.
What's going on?
Could you repeat what you said?
Do you guys know who Mers is by chance?
No.
Mers? I don't know.
Oh my
think
god, wow. This is
You're right,
elite
mate.
ball knowledge then. Like one of the most popular cosplayers just quit.
Oh.
Oh, dang. That's rip.
Wait, Saga, do you know who Mers is?
Can you send? I watch a lot of speedruns, so like you can just send the videos.
I didn't say speedrunners.
How? What? Not the speedrunner?
What?
What did you say?
Did you guys? You know, never mind.
What? Who quit?
Don't you know what, Dorian?
Okay.
It's fine.
What the fuck?
Okay. Professional
Th- what-
podcast. We should go back to the topic. Oh my god, we had such a
Okay.
We had a
Okay, so-
massive because we were sitting there arguing about Farina.
Okay. We talked about shafted archetypes, right? Mono Geo, the main issues. Now we can talk about hyper carry. Okay, actually we kinda already talked about that. Like the issue
What
is
do
that
you
you
think about it? Well, maybe you mentioned like hyper carry sub DPSs. I've brought that shit up.
Yeah, we
With-
did talk
yeah,
about it.
I
the
said
versus
then like it makes vertical investment awkward. Like unless there's some kind of Farina that buffs the entire I will say then like Farina C1, C2 were insane for the team wide increase. But other than that, like you need some kind of team wide constellation or like Escoffier C1 that replaces the vertical of the hyper carry, because the vertical of the hyper carry isn't, let's say the hyper carry of the vertical of the hyper carry is like 30%.
Yapping.
Wow, let me speak. The hyper carry of
Bro, almost said it again.
the vertical of the hyper carry. Let's say the C1 is a 30% increase, but they are only 50% of the team's damage. That
Yeah.
means that it's a total increase of 15%. So you would rather take something that's a 20% team-wide increase, which I actually don't know what's a 20% wide.
20% team wide
Farina
increase.
C2.
I was actually
Yeah,
about to say that
probably.
Farina C2.
I
Yeah,
know
Farina.
Malvika C2 is 11%.
Yeah, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm a bit skeptical about like Skirk's constellations. They look insane, obviously. Like the C1 looks nuts.
I
How
feel
many
like
can
people
she
are
get?
overrating their C1.
How many?
Scoutfair C1
bucks can-
is how much of an increase is Scoutfair C1 for the whole team? 'Cause it's for like
15%.
50.
We're looking at
like,
Skirk
50.
C1, but
Skirk
Something about
C1 gets
Skirk
5 weight rifts. I
That
think.
stutter was it was insane. Skirk. No.
Okay.
Why are we all fumbling? I think we talked for too much.
About Skirk C1, isn't it charge attack damage, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then you see her set is NA damage percent or burst. Why
It's-
is her C1 CA?
Yeah.
Because
I mean-
Marisha says the best set in the game.
What?
I don't know what the fuck were they cooking with those some of her cons.
Wait,
What the
Sokka,
fuck?
didn't your Marusha say take kind of like aged badly-ish? Because with the Scofia, both Ayaka and now Skirk prefer Marusha say to the
Yeah.
signature set.
Okay, it was pre-escort.
Wait, what was the take? What was the take?
I just said that like
Basically,
Maréchal-
you can say it then. It's your take.
I basically said that Maréchaussée, like making characters use Maréchaussée isn't relevant because all the characters that used Maréchaussée instead of their like actual set were kind of shit. But then Skirk wants Maréchaussée and
Dang.
Ayaka wants Maréchaussée now.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's not
Dude,
funny.
some Genshin dev had to have watched that and
Yeah.
been
That's
like,
what I'm
"Guns."
about to say. Yeah, some dude,
Okay, no,
Hoyo
I'm-
looked at that
okay,
dude.
I will
smiled on
say
you.
though, I'm happy I was proven wrong, okay? Like I'm happy about that. Like I wanted Farina to be Farina is one of my best characters. Like favorite characters, I mean. Like I love Farina. Does anyone forget that?
I think we all do because you dog on her so much at this point, but
No, it's nothing personal. Do people not realize that?
it's nothing personal, kid.
Like I call Chiori bad all the time, and yet, eek. Oh my god. Let's what did we talk about? Oh yeah, team-wide increase. So Escoffier C1 is something that every Berg or Ayaka player should consider, and
From what I've calculated, her C1 is stronger up it and getting miswitted for Ayaka going,
yes,
which is
Miss
crazy.
Splitter fell off purely because she's not the hyper carry.
Even for like Ayaka's own actual personal damage, C1 Escoffier is still better, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're right because they released like the free-to-play options are actually kind of good.
Yeah, finale is just kind of crazy.
Yes, honestly, Finale is probably the best free-to-play like craftable option.
I
Isn't
do
it?
agree with that. I actually kind of agree. I mean, I don't know if there's anything better. The amount of attack it gives at R5 is kind of disgusting.
Flip
think it's
Moncha.
like-
Finale when Calamity if Eshu walks in.
But yeah, that's an event. It's not craftable. Listen.
Do you know? Do you know what's funny about Calamity? All
What?
the teams that uses Calamity are bad.
Our worst.
That's what I was
It's
going to say. Like,
Dahlia.
who's going to provide the shield?
Dahlia Toma.
Dahlia. What's
Wait,
Dahlia? I swear to God.
what's with this Thomas slander?
Yeah, Tomo's not bad. Not
Uh,
that bad. I mean, he doesn't have that many great
What-
teams.
what-
We're
besides, like,
calling
Kanichi.
Toma bad? Question mark?
He doesn't have many great teams besides Kanichi right now, but like,
I
I
feel
guess
like
overload teams are kind of
It's
okay.
quick burn.
Oh yes, quick burn, sure.
I feel like he should have like. I'm sorry, but it's kind of annoying to use Toma instead of Mavrika for Clarence. Like,
Is it?
a very good friend of mine has to play Toma instead of Mavrika because they have to use Eshu as the free-to-play option, and it's just
It doesn't feel that much. When I tried it, I only tried it once, but it doesn't feel that much worse than using Movika. And I have a C2 Movika, so I don't know.
well,
I don't know.
it's like, yeah, well, okay, let's go back to what else are team-wide increase? Like Shilon and C2 unironically, like, okay, not that anyone said that it's bad, but like I guess people recently said that it's kind of overrated, but in my opinion, the C2, because it like gives everything what they want, in the sense like if you play
Except for
Farina,
Electro.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait, I think I understand what you were saying.
yeah, except Electro one
Oh,
was
okay,
bad.
yeah. Yeah,
But yeah, the G one is really good, the Cryo one is really good, the Pi one is diluted, but the Hydra one is really good. So like,
yeah.
yeah, and basically if you run like wait, Villette? Actually not Villette. What's a good way to my point? Oh no. It's Risley, Mavrika, Delonan, and Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you use that. Like that would both buff Risley with the 60% crit damage, as well as Mavrika with the 45% attack. And Mavrika's doing like a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
The world if Shilonen was Cryo batches.
Oh God.
That
Dude,
would be weird.
when I saw Escafiercy 1, and I immediately thought of what you call it,
Real.
Shonen, and then I realized, oh wait, they can't be used together. Unfortunate.
Wait,
Imagine
they
getting
can't?
120 crit damage. You can't get the crit damage
It's
from
because
both
it's only
because
okay.
it's only for you need all Hydron for Escafiercy 1 to proc.
It's pretty
So
cool.
you can't imagine the 120 crit damage though. That'd be crazy.
It's so fucking weird because in that team, I have seen it being played. You can actually time it well and make Mavuika being able to allow Rio to melt all of his shit. It's very specific.
Flip,
I don't
can you confirm that you're the Risley melt? Oh,
Me?
I have
Wait,
seen-
what happened?
I have seen one run and that's it. And they
I
played it.
spaced out.
What?
I spaced out. Wait, what?
talking
what-
about
what-
making all of Risley's hits meltable with Mavrika. Like,
Yeah,
Earth said
Ryo,
it's
Mav,
doable.
Shilo, Bennett. It is doable, but it's very fucking tight. I've only saw one run being able to do it perfectly.
Which makes sense, yes. Movika's power application is like troll.
Yeah.
Or at least Risey's rate of cryo application is too fast in a lot of situations.
He applies enough. It's just extremely tight. He
It-
needs a Xiangling with lower cooldowns.
Actually,
Yeah.
don't Mavrika, Lali, and
Mavuika Bennett. Xiangling Bennett?
no, I'm not.
Mavrika
I'm not
Bennett?
talking about teams. I'm talking about like comparing application. Mavrika is Lali. How fast is it? I mean, like she front loads,
Once
but
every
after that,
it's 2 seconds.
yeah, but then Mavrika's the same, but without the front load. Actually,
Yeah.
the Q is the Q to you. If the Q isn't to you, then that doesn't make sense.
The Q of
I don't know.
The
Wu.
Q isn't to you.
Mavrika.
What do you mean? Okay.
Yeah, nothing on
Mavrika-
Movika is to you, and then her C6 is auraless.
Yeah.
That-
Oh yeah.
Okay,
true,
but even if it's cooled for vape teams, that pisses me off because why isn't it to you? It's literally the biggest slash, like 2 billion motion value, and that's one you.
Wouldn't it mess up her synergy with Lily?
No.
You'll see.
No,
No.
actually, like if the burst was 2U, you would like still consume the entire aura, and that's no different from 1U. Like it wouldn't make a difference.
Yes.
But it makes me
Oh, okay.
mad that it's not 2U because it would actually improve her melts, like I guess. Like reverse melt
whatever.
a bit. Imagine it was 4U. Oh, that would be funny.
Mm.
Okay.
For you will be funny, yes. I don't think they will make that on a character
Linny?
where the element enables forward and reverse melt. Forward vape, reverse melt. Now forward vape wouldn't matter, but reverse would.
Or imagine her like skill was like Nahida application like 1.5U.
Dude, we're never
Oh.
getting a 1.5 view ever again. That was a one-time thing.
No.
Do you know what's hilarious though? I think I'd prefer if Nahida didn't have 1.5 view.
Yeah, that's reasonable. It just makes setups ass. It's only really good for like Bloom teams and Bloom generation.
And Bloom sucks. Sorry.
I think that removing that 0.5 will only really hurt the Nilo teams. Hyperbloom uses her on field or another Dendro. While Quick Bloom, the failed archetype.
Oh my god, it's the music from the best summer event in the entire game
Where?
in the background.
Nice, nice.
It's the
Okay, so
Navia
what's
event.
the archetype we're ranking now?
What?
What's the archetype we're ranking now?
Yeah, we are basically done. We have nothing to do anymore. We've
Damn,
ranked.
that's
We can
great.
talk about we've talked about sub DPS. There's no other way to play the game, is there? Big
Okay, I'm
swap,
back.
but it's
What
not
are we talking about? Quick swap.
like
Are there any good quick-stop teams?
no.
There's some teams I've enjoyed. I wouldn't say they're good. They always have rotational issues because of cooldowns. But like Lenny, I guess Navia Mavika isn't too bad if you run it
Oh,
that way.
true.
But
Navia Marika dual carry.
yeah, that's not too bad. That's like the only one I can think of that's even remotely good. People like to back in the day when Ayato came out, people like to push Shogun Ayato a lot, which felt horrible to me. But
Shogun Ayato. Who
people like to
cooked
push that.
that?
It's
I don't
time for
know.
me to leave this call. I'll see you guys next week.
So
What
many
is that?
so many people push that. I'm like, why? Why good?
I don't get it either because his ult buff wouldn't even work.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's like one like quick team people push so much. I tried it quite a few times. So like it's not a good team.
But no, but you don't get it. Ayato ult is literally Ganyu
I-
ult. And
I
why
know.
did they batch Ganyu ult back then? Quadratic scaling with Venti.
Yes, that's why the Ganyu Ayato why did
They
Flip not
saw-
join back? The Ganado Ayato duo is so good. I love it so much. It's one of my
They
favorite
saw the
teams.
Ayato ult and went like, oh my god, is this the Hydro Ganyu?
That's like the
Is
only
this
reason why I pulled
future
Ayato.
quadratic scaling? But then they
Really?
never mention it with Emily. And Emily has like the same thing, it's just faster and more and actually does that.
Yeah, I mean Navi kind of has it too a little bit. Almost.
Not
Com-
more so for crystallized.
Yeah.
compare right now. Compare Ayato's normal attack scalings to Skirk's normal attack scalings. So funny. Like they
It's
both
good.
have an enhanced skill set. He has like 100, 160, and 128, and she has like 262, 230,
It's so good.
300.
Dude, buy Flip, I guess. Well, Flip disappeared.
Oh, and that's not
Well,
that's not compared to Ayato, Skirk has a 1.7 multiplication.
Yeah, true. She also has a 1.7 times multiplier.
So like it's the nail on the coffin. Lol.
Yeah, Ayato was a social experience.
Was like 35k flashes with mist.
Ayato
So if I
exists
put
just to
the
make
same
Ganyato burst do things.
If I put the same investment on a Skirk, I could probably get like double of that.
Yeah,
70k out.
That was
With like for best team, of course.
okay.
This is the state of power creep.
Okay, is there like an archetype that we didn't go over? Like we didn't talk about the Dendro archetypes, but they are just
I was about to
made.
say that we never mentioned like aggravate or spread, hyperbloom.
I guess Flip
We
isn't
can
here,
just
so I
go-
can just say that aggravate and fischl is completely ass. Like it feels bad.
Sleeping doesn't buff enough.
Yeah,
The
Aggravate does
wheel
just feel really ass right now. It just doesn't feel great.
I
It's
feel,
just not enough.
I feel like okay, if Vape, oh no, if Melt was the alternative to Escoffier, then Aggravate should have been the alternative to Chevreuse. But the issue is that Aggravate is too bad.
Yeah.
We will see when they make an aggravate support of those kind. We'll see what they think of it. Are they gonna change how the reaction works? Are they just gonna hyper buff it to shit and be extra lazy? Are they just gonna make it 1 million sub DPS Dendro? And then they will say Sino is good now because he has a good sub DPS catches.
I wonder if
That's gonna be the person.
I think if they do like a Dendro character that buffs Electro characters, like specifically to buff Aggravate, like what would the would you run Kazuha or Gelone in the last one? I think unironically maybe Kazuha if it's not multi-wave.
Cosmosm
The-
for what?
I will like the the quicken support not even be shred. I wanted it to be like something around the fence.
Oh no, I don't
To be unique.
mean I'm not talking about like red. I'm just talking about like a Dendro character that gives, I don't know, crit rate to electro characters or something.
So the moment I leave, we start slandering Fischl. Is that how it is?
Oh wait, did you
Did we
how,
even mention Crystal? I don't think we did. No, we
I
didn't.
did.
We're literally. We,
Yeah, so wow,
you did.
is this how this podcast is? A bunch of filthy backstabbers.
I mean,
Dude, you can just see the VODs.
it's not backstabbing. I just don't want to hurt your feelings by slandering Fisher in your presence.
I see.
Like,
I
Fischl
understand.
Bullets is literally quicken. If they make a quicken specialized bullshit, maybe Fischl can have proper use cases again. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Fisher could unironically be revived with an actual like Dendro aggravate support.
But I think that aggravate support has to be Dendro. It cannot be Electro.
Yeah.
It has to be Dendro.
Yeah, also I love that everyone realized that Nahida is just not it.
I've said, oh my god, I called it. Sorry.
What? Even
Sorry,
like with
nothing.
C2 Nahida, it's not really much. C2 Nahida helps, but it's, yeah.
Dude, I remember when I played when I pulled Nahida on release and played it with Simon, I was like, let's try it with DMC and see how much it changes. It changed nothing.
Oh no.
Dude, I legit have been calling Nahida overrated since inception, and no one listens to me.
Isn't yeah?
I'm just gonna. It's gonna happen. The same thing is gonna happen with Arlecchino. Give it like a year.
True. Rolkinik is better than Nahida, right? Like on sheet.
No, you
Who?
told you that. Wait,
No,
is he?
what?
I think he is.
There's a scroll
Wait.
Aquamarine Kanich.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never tried
I've
it.
seen it
Can't
on
really
Okay,
speak to
GC
either.
I remember saying this on the first podcast I participated when I was like talking over Setos, mentioning scrolls on Kinich over Nahida just so you can actually have multi-wave at some point.
Yeah.
I remember mentioning
Great.
It says here that it's worse.
It
Well,
Not us
Sim
sim
says it's worse.
testing.
Yeah, it's interesting. But no, Sim says
This
it's
has
worse.
73k is the highest, then
Dude, Lanyan is better.
82k. Damn. Okay, maybe. Okay, but it's
There's an
nine-
83k with Lanyan. Yeah, because Calamity.
Oh wait, that's pretty cool. Anyan use case.
Calamity who? Oh, Ashu. Okay, I thought it was
What?
Calamity like Shannon signature.
Wait, Kaza is also almost 84. That's Sucrose.
The highest is Sucrose! Sucrose Stans, my friend!
Sucrose goaded.
Not the GC sim.
Do you know what's funny about Sucrose? She went from terrible dogshit unit to more used than Kazwin. I like best character.
Yeah, both from
Like a better unit.
both from Mualani and Mahuika, Sucrose is better than
could-
Kazuha.
People just underrate the
I
hell out of
was
Sucrose for no
about
reason
to
at all. It's
drop
kind of
another
crazy.
Arlecchino slander piece, but I'm gonna hold myself back.
You can. It's
No, I can't.
non-judgment
can't.
free.
No, people are gonna say I'm biased against Arlecchino.
Please, I want to hear the tape.
Go for it.
It was a joke. It was gonna be a joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go dinner period.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh no, Raulfigas died.
Oh, rip.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go dinner.
Oh, I see.
Well, we
Bye-bye.
should probably wrap
Kinda,
up
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, shit.
Okay, thank you all for coming today. I'm also very happy. Honestly, this was probably one of the most fun episodes because we
Dude, did
Yeah.
not stay on topic for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, well then. Thank you for coming, chat. Again, if you want to join the Sucrose Stans podcast, you can always DM me. My Discord is linked in the description. Yeah, and other than that, Thank you for watching, and bye bye. See you in the next one.